What is happening, guys? Welcome to the home of pro clubs. My name is World of JCC and I'm here to give you my personal opinions on FIFA 18.
Man, I don't like this competitive edge shit. It's just disgusting. Do more shit to clubs. That's just more exciting. Clubs is so exciting. I have so much more fun playing clubs.
So I've been playing the beta and there's been a lot of improvements and that's what I'm going to start with. Before we get into this, I know that the beta is not the full game. We've still got the demo and the real game to come. The beta, actually, a lot of stuff will be changed before the main game. So I'm hoping that through the FIFA 18 videos I've made, I can make a small difference. I hope that somebody from EA has heard my voice. So with your help, this tweet managed to reach over 100 retweets and hopefully somebody from EA managed to see it. So thank you to everybody who retweeted that. Let's go ahead and get into my opinions on the positive improvements to FIFA 18. Go ahead and leave a like on this video if you enjoy. The first big improvement is actually kind of a surprising one, is the gameplay. Obviously, we were plagued in FIFA 17 by 6'7", 95 paced centre backs. The gameplay was a little bit unrealistic and at times felt quite clunky and congested. At least that's how it felt when you're playing 11-man pro clubs. Now, admittedly, I haven't played 11-man pro clubs on the beta for fairly obvious reasons, but what I have done is played a lot of games with 5 or 6 players and the passing feels so incredibly crisp. They've obviously taken the height down from 6'7" to 6'6", a small improvement as there aren't too many 6'7" players in real life. And if you're going to pick out some anomalies for me, then you might as well have 5'2" in the game because there are definitely some 5'2" players. The passing feels so crisp and so smooth, and it really does feel like the sort of Barcelona 2011 tiki-taka style, which a lot of people like to see and like to try and implement in FIFA, is going to be the way forward in pro clubs in FIFA 18, which I don't think many people are going to be complaining about. And obviously having a gameplay that caters for that is ideal. Obviously, the second big point I'm going to get to is the fact that they have listened to us in finally giving us the control to manage our pro clubs, at least a little bit. We now have the ability to select the captain of our team with the armband on his arm, as well as corner takers, free kick takers and penalty takers, and I love that. I think it's a step in the right direction. Now, this is all they've added, but hopefully they do come out with some more in the real game. It'd be great to have more customization to your pro, of course, but just being able to customize your formation and team would be huge. I don't think they're going to add anything as in customizing the stadiums as of this FIFA, but it'd be great to be able to customize your AI players and your formation. That would be a huge change for them to drop, and it's a step in the right direction by at least letting us selection in before the game. Now, I'm not bashing the game, but those are my two positives, and there's probably going to be a few more negatives. I am enjoying FIFA 18, and it is a beta, so there's going to be more negatives than positives. It's meant to get the shit out. That's why you play a beta. So starting off with our first negative, and it's probably looking at the fact that the divisions have stayed exactly the same. This isn't something that I've ever spoke about on the channel before, but the divisions from 10 to 1 is a really linear and boring concept. It's a concept that KSI obviously probably made pretty famous when he played his seasons race to Division 1 back in FIFA 13. And that really is what Pro Clubs feels like. It feels like we're stuck in the past. I mean, even getting the captain armband and the corner taking and the free kick taking ability to assign the players like I just spoke about, I mean, that was in the game in Ultimate Team last year. So why are we just getting it now? Why didn't they add that last year to pro clubs? It does feel like we're stuck in the past in pro clubs, and having just Division 10 to Division 1 with no incentives, no rewards, really is frustrating. The owner of competitive site VFL, Aaron, had a brilliant interview written about him. Of course, the link on screen right now and in the description. These guys wrote an article on Aaron's opinion of the VFL and of course pro clubs in general, and he brought up a great point. The divisions has been way too similar with no incentives for way too long. They need to start adding some incentives for the game type to flourish. Go ahead and read that article, guys. It's worth 2 minutes of your time. I'll drop a link in the description so you can go and look at it at the end of the video. My second big negative point is probably that there is not enough customization still. We can't have our own stadiums, we can't have our own AI players, we have to be stuck with the normal AI, you know, John Smith in midfield with his black boots and his shirt tucked in. It's getting really, really frustrating to not be able to create the players around you, let alone your own player. They have really only added a few haircuts as far as I can see to the customization. There's nothing in terms of tattoos, which people have been crying out for a while. It's the same presets and the same concept that Pro Clubs has had for years and years and years in terms of building your player. There is nothing else that I can see on the beta at least that is new. EA would do really well to come out with some brand new customization for the real game in September. Getting on to my third point is goalkeepers. Now, this is definitely just a beta issue that's going to be fixed in my opinion. What they've done is they've locked goalkeepers to the box. So goalkeepers can basically not come out of their box. If you pass the ball back, they have to wait for it to come in. If a kick goes over the top of their defence, they can't come out and sweeper it out. it really is going to cause a lot of problems. And I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop people from trolling in pro clubs and get it taken more seriously. But if goalkeepers can't come and clear the ball 1 yard out of their box, it's a little bit ridiculous. In a game type like pro clubs, when you've got 11 versus 11 at times, players are just going to go right round the goalkeeper, sprint past the defenders, and it's going to be an absolute walk in the park. You're going to see goals flying in left, right and centre. And that's before we even get onto the new saving implementation that they have put in which now the complete mechanics of goalkeeping have changed. If you dive, you have to wait for the striker to shoot. And I know you kind of had to do that anyway, but you'd hear a lot of goalkeepers sort of spamming their stick as soon as the striker pulled his foot back or shot. Now you pretty much have to wait until after he is shot. And of course, goals have been flying in. If you've been listening to anything I've been saying on Twitter, we've been scoring so many goals against pro goalkeepers by simply just chipping the ball or simply running in a straight line and waiting for them to throw themselves across the goal. It really is comical at times. Now, EA haven't shown any real attention towards the competitive pro club scene, with VFL and other organisations really rising up. They haven't shown any public support for these organisations, and that really is my fourth and final negative point from this beta that I have taken. They haven't. All of the pro clubs menus are identical to what they were on FIFA 17, FIFA 16, FIFA 15, FIFA. I could really go on. I'm going to end on a positive, guys. I really do have faith in the gameplay. From what I've played of it, I've really enjoyed the mechanics of the passing and the shooting up front and the all-round general feel of FIFA 18 as compared to FIFA 17. I really do believe that FIFA 18 is going to be a huge breakout year for pro clubs. We've got YouTubers like myself, Avid HD Gamer, Rixie is God, all around the 25,000 subscriber mark at the moment. And I think it's time it blows up now. I think it's getting to that stage where I'm seeing it on my channel. My subscriber count is rising every single day. The interest in pro clubs is just growing massively. And of course, with the Ultimate Team hype and how Ultimate Team has just risen up into this competitive scene, pro clubs is the future of the competitive scene on FIFA. Nobody wants to see 1 versus 1 when you've seen 11 versus 11. It makes no sense to me, and I'm sure it makes no sense to most of you as my viewers. I know probably half of you are biased because you are all pro clubs players, but you can like both, of course, and I don't bash on the Ultimate Team scene at all. I don't do that. It's not my thing. I think if you like that, you can like that. But I think a lot of people just don't know about pro clubs. They don't know that this competitive scene is there. So it really is everybody's job to kind of rally together and get the word out. Rixie spoke about it in this video in the top right-hand corner right now. Go ahead and watch that after this, as well as reading that brilliant article earlier. It just touches on pro clubs as an esport and the fact that this community, it really does need to pull together in order to flourish. That's all from me, guys. Thank you for watching. If you agree or disagree with anything that I've said, please do just drop a comment down below, and I'm going to do my best to get back to every single comment on this video, just because it is, of course, more of a general discussion, this video, as opposed to me just showing you footage. First time on the channel, welcome. Hit that red button and subscribe. As to the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out of this video. It really helps me out. Thank you for all the positive feedback over the last couple of days. As I said, we are closing in on 25,000 subscribers, and I couldn't be happier with how my channel is growing at the moment, so I wanted to say a separate thank you for that. Anyway, that's all from me. I've been JCC, and I'm out.